Let me ask you something. Have you noticed more older people getting sick lately? Maybe it's your mom. Maybe it's your grandfather. Maybe it's that sweet older lady down the street who always waves hello. They're more tired than usual. They're skipping meals. They seem confused, even a little withdrawn. And suddenly, bam, they're in the hospital. But here's the strange part. No one's talking about it. No major news headlines. No alerts on your phone. No warning. Just silence. And yet something feels off. Right. Well, what your instincts are right. A new COVID variant has quietly started spreading in the US in 2025. But it's not affecting everyone the same way. This time it's targeting seniors, people over 60. And the way it's doing it, that's what's truly shocking. You see, this variant doesn't come with loud symptoms. There's no dramatic coughing, no high fever, no lost sense of smell. Instead, it creeps in silently. One day you feel a little tired, then you're dizzy, then you can't get out of bed. And by the time you realize something's wrong, it may already be serious. And that's why this video matters, because most people have no idea this is happening. Not doctors, not caregivers, not even family members. But you are here, and that tells me you care. Maybe you're worried about your own health. Maybe it's your parents. Maybe you're a caregiver or a nurse or a grandchild who's paying attention. Whoever you are, this video could help you protect someone you love. And no, this is not going to be another scary COVID talk full of numbers and medical terms. I promise to keep it simple, real, and helpful. We're going to walk through this together. Here's what I'll share with you. What exactly this new variant is, how it behaves differently in older adults, the subtle warning signs you need to watch for, and most importantly, what you can do right now to protect yourself or your loved ones. Because when it comes to our elderly community, every day matters. And the truth, knowing early could save a life. So stick with me. This is not a video about panic. It's a video about preparation, about staying informed, and about looking out for the people who raised us, loved us, and cared for us. Are you ready? Let's dig into what's really going on. All right, so let's talk about what this new variant actually is and why it's flying under the radar. It's called XEC25. Now don't worry, I'm not going to throw a bunch of complicated science words at you. Here's the simple version. XEC25 is a new mutation from the Omicron family. Scientists first noticed it in late 2024, but here in 2025, it's quietly become the main strain in parts of the US, especially in areas with large senior populations. So what makes this variant different? Well, three things. And each one should make you sit up and pay attention, especially if you or someone you love is over 60. One, it spreads faster, way faster. This virus moves through homes, nursing facilities, and even family gatherings like wildfire, often before anyone knows it's there. Why? Because most people under 40 don't show any symptoms. They carry it and pass it on without even realizing it. So guess who gets exposed? Our elderly, the very people we're trying to protect. Two, it hides better. This is the tricky part. With older adults, XEC25 doesn't show up like the COVID you remember from 2020 or 2021. There's no obvious cough, no fever, no sudden shortness of breath, at least not at first. Instead, it sneaks in with subtle symptoms like feeling extremely tired for no reason, brain fog or confusion, dizziness or unsteadiness, low appetite, general weakness, sleeping way more than usual, a strange feeling that something's off, but you can't explain it. And here's the thing, those symptoms can easily be mistaken for just getting older, right? I mean, who hasn't heard an elderly person say, "I'm just tired today," or "my legs feel a little weak"? But with this variant, those little signs can be the first clue. Something much bigger is happening. Hurry, it slips past older vaccines. Most seniors got their last booster in 2022 or early 2023, maybe even 2024. But XEC25 has evolved. It's learned how to get around the protection those earlier vaccines gave us. That doesn't mean vaccines don't help. They still reduce the risk of death and severe illness. But if your immune system is already weaker due to age and you haven't had an updated booster in over a year, you might be walking around with less protection than you think. Let me tell you a real story. This is about Margaret. She's 74, lives in Phoenix, fully vaccinated, no major health problems. A couple of weeks ago, she felt off. No pain, no cough, just really tired. She skipped lunch, slept through dinner. Her daughter thought maybe she was just having one of those days. But by day 4, Margaret couldn't walk to the bathroom without help. Her speech was slurred. She looked pale. Her daughter rushed her to the ER. Turns out she had COVID, XEC25. Her oxygen level had dropped to 86%, dangerously low. But the doctors caught it just in time. She was treated quickly and is now recovering at home. You know what saved her? Her daughter paid attention. She didn't say, "Oh, it's just her age." She didn't wait until things got worse. And that's the key here. We don't need to panic, but we do need to be alert. Why are older adults more vulnerable to this variant? Let me break it down. Immune systems get weaker with age. This isn't about blame, it's biology. Your body doesn't fight off viruses the same way at 70 as it did at 30. Seniors often have other health conditions, heart problems, diabetes, breathing issues. These things make it harder to bounce back from any illness, let alone a fast-moving virus. Many older folks live alone or hesitate to speak up. They don't want to bother anyone. They think I'll be fine. But with XEC25, waiting even a day or two can lead to serious trouble. Younger family members can be silent carriers. We love our kids and grandkids, but the truth is they can be walking around with the virus and feel totally fine. One hug, one dinner, one shared moment, that's all it takes. And again, I want to be clear, this is not about fear, it's about awareness. Because once you know what to look for, you can act early, and that can make all the difference. Let me ask you something. Do you know someone right now who's over 60 and not feeling quite like themselves? Maybe they've been tired lately. Maybe they've seemed forgetful more than usual. Maybe they've been skipping meals or sleeping too much. It might not be anything, but it might be everything. That's why this matters. Because every day more families are missing the signs. And every day more elderly people are getting seriously sick without knowing why until it's too late. But not you, not now. You're watching this video, which means you're already ahead of the curve. And coming up next, I'm going to share exactly what you can do today to protect yourself or your loved ones from this variant. You don't need to live in fear, but you do need a plan. And that's what we're diving into next. All right, so now that you know what's really going on with this new variant, let's talk about what you can actually do. Because look, it's easy to feel overwhelmed. Another variant, more health stuff to worry about. I get it. But here's the good news, you're not helpless. There are things you can do, simple things that can protect you and your loved ones. Let's break it down together. Step 1, know if XEC25 is active in your area. This variant isn't everywhere yet, but it's moving fast. Some areas are already seeing spikes in ER visits, especially among people over 65. Here's what you can do. Go to your local health department website or check the CDC's online tracker for current variant updates. Even local pharmacies sometimes post info near their COVID testing areas. If you see a rise in older adults getting sick near, you pay attention. That's a signal. Now you might say, but I don't watch the news much. That's okay. Just check once a week. It takes 2 minutes. Think of it like checking the weather before going outside. Step 2, ask about the updated Spring 2025 booster. Yes, there is a new booster out this year. And yes, it was made specifically to handle variants like XEC25. But here's the weird part. Many older adults don't even know it's available. Why? Because it hasn't been widely advertised yet. So if you're over 60 or you're caring for someone who is, pick up the phone. Call your doctor. Call the pharmacy down the street. Ask, do you have the Spring 2025 COVID booster? If they say yes, book it. If they say no, ask when they will. This isn't about politics or fear. It's just a smart step for staying out of the hospital. Step 3, pay attention to weird symptoms, especially in seniors. Let's say someone in your life is suddenly sleeping more than usual, losing interest in food, acting more confused, complaining of being dizzy, or just saying, I don't feel like myself lately. Please don't brush it off. Yes, aging can cause all those things, but when they all show up at once, it's a red flag. You can always say this, hey, just to be safe. Let's take a quick COVID test. At-home tests still work. You can get them free or cheap at most pharmacies. If it's positive, great, you caught it early. If it's negative, you've ruled something out. Either way, it's a win. And trust me, early testing saves lives. Step 4, boost your immunity with small daily habits. You don't need fancy supplements or exotic herbs. You just need to give your body what it's missing. Try this vitamin D. Go outside for 15 minutes a day if you can't take a supplement. Many seniors are low and don't even know it. Zinc, found in beans, meat, and nuts. It helps your immune system respond faster. Vitamin C, yes, oranges still work. Water, seniors often don't feel thirsty even when they're dehydrated. Remind yourself to sip throughout the day. Sleep 7 to 8 hours helps your body heal. Make your bedroom cool, quiet, and calm. None of this is magic, but together it makes a difference. You're giving your body the tools it needs to fight. Step 5, build your health circle. This one's powerful and often forgotten. Pick 2 or 3 people in your life who check in on you, or people you check on. Call it your health circle. Once a week, you check in with each other. Ask simple questions like, how have you been feeling lately? Had any unusual tiredness or dizziness? Need help booking a doctor's appointment? It doesn't have to be awkward. It can even be a quick text. But that little check-in, it can catch a problem before it becomes a crisis. You don't have to go through this alone, and you shouldn't have to. Step 6, be smart without living in fear. This isn't 20 to 20. No one's asking you to isolate or cancel holidays. But if you're over 60 or around someone who is, take small steps. Wear a mask in crowded clinics or pharmacies. Open a window when visitors come over. Ask sick friends to reschedule their visit. Wash hands more often during high-risk seasons. Think of it like putting on your seatbelt. You're not expecting a crash, but you're ready just in case. The good news, seniors who catch this variant early and get the right care, most recover in a few days. They don't end up in ICU. They don't need oxygen tanks. They bounce back stronger than before. Because today we have tools, we have knowledge, and now you have this information. Let me ask you something real quick. Is there someone in your life right now, maybe a parent, a grandparent, a friend who might need to hear this? Could you be the person who helps them stay one step ahead? You don't have to be a doctor. You don't need a medical degree. You just need to care enough to notice. And from the fact that you're still watching, I already know you do. Okay, you've made it this far, and that means a lot. You took the time. You listened. You didn't scroll past this. That already tells me something important about you. You care, not just about yourself, but about the people in your life, especially those who may not be able to speak up for themselves. So now let's make this personal. Think for a moment. Who in your life might need this information? Is it your mom who lives alone and hasn't been feeling like herself lately? Is it your grandfather who's too polite to complain, but keeps saying he's just tired? Or maybe it's you watching this and quietly wondering, could I be at risk too? Here's what I want you to do. Not tomorrow, not next week, today. 1. Send this video to one person you love. That's it. One person. You could be the reason they get tested early, the reason they avoid the ER, the reason they stay safe. Just one message. Hey, I thought of you while watching this. That simple act, it could change everything. 2. Tap the like button. Not for me, but so more people like you see this. The YouTube algorithm works based on engagement. When you hit like, you're helping this message reach more seniors and more families who need to know what's going on. That small click, it's powerful. 3. Subscribe for more videos like this. We break down senior health topics in plain language with no hype, no politics, no drama, just truth, just care, just you and me learning, preparing, and growing together. So if that sounds like something you'd want more of, hit that red button. Let's stay connected. Before you go, tell me in the comments, do you know someone who's been feeling off lately? What are your biggest concerns when it comes to senior health in 2025? Or just say hello and tell me where you're watching from. I read every comment. Seriously, I want this channel to feel like a safe human space where we talk to each other, not just at each other. One last thing, you don't need to be perfect. You don't need to know everything. You just need to pay attention and care enough to take action. And you've already done that by being here. So thank you. Thank you for showing up for yourself, for your family, and for your community. Take care of your health, take care of your heart, and I'll see you in the next video.